YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Cookie back here again, and I gotta say, y'all been showing mad support to the channel, so please keep it up and just know I appreciate all y'all. I got the new cam like I said I was gonna get. I hope you guys like it. If you don't, let me know. If you do, let me know what else I can fix. I know y'all been saying I gotta fix my audio issue with my music being too loud and my voice being too low. Honestly, all that feedback helps because for my future videos I can adjust them for whatever you guys want, because at the end of the day, you guys are the ones watching this. Thank you guys again. But if you're anything like me, whenever you hear a car roaring down the street, you break your neck. Whenever you get your own car, you want to modify it, and you lose your mind over a piece of metal on wheels. Like, why? What's wrong with you, bro? I'm just kidding. I'm the same way. But why? It just gets you to point A to point B. That's all it does. Nothing more, nothing less. Sometimes it gets you there a little quicker. Sometimes it gets you there a little slower. And you're wasting gas on it. So, like, why do we love these things? You know what I mean? And we have to pay insurance on them. We have to pay registration. And if you're in California, you gotta do stupid ass smog. Cars are a hassle. To own a car, it's a lot of money. It's like having a pet. Constantly needs money into it. And don't even get me started on these maintenance intervals. Like, are you serious? Have you seen the prices of some of these things? Honestly, it's insane. The maintenance package, because the oil change is like $200 now. Are you serious? $200? You know what else I could do for $200? You know how much Taco Bell I could get for $200? Yeah, it's a little absurd. But on the bright side, if you're anything like me, a car is an extension of your personality. I might sound stupid, but whenever I wasn't doing too well, my car ended up not doing too well. I feel it would have something wrong with it. But whenever I'm happy and doing well, the car's happy and doing well. And then, of course, there's the times where I'm doing a little too good and then the car decides to throw a check engine light because life ain't fair. Drop a dislike. But if you love this video, drop a like. If you want to hate, though, share the hate. Spread the negativity. I'm just playing. Don't do none of that. Unless you feel like it. We aren't the average Joes. We are not the average Joes. Whenever car brands are trying to advertise certain things for people so it's better for them, they're not targeting me and you. The auto start, that wasn't for a person like me or you. The blind spot detections, honestly, like car guys like me and you, we don't care about those things. And it's funny because all these new cars are coming with these crazy features, and it's awesome. And you know, it makes your life very convenient. Your car is very convenient, but it ramps up that price. And in this day and age, we don't need cars being that expensive right now. We can barely afford a house. Yeah, we're Gen Z babies. A car is more than a point A to point B thing. It is. It's an extension of your personality. You can customize the wheels. You can customize the mirror caps. You can customize the grill. You can customize the headlights. You can go as far as chopping off your roof and putting a carbon fiber roof in there. You can do whatever you want to a car. It's just all about
how much money you got.
A lot of normies, they see that and say, damn, why am I going to pay all this money for a car and then still go put money into the car other than the insurance and the gas and all that stuff that I already have to cover? Why am I going to go spend money on an exhaust when my car already has an exhaust? My car not exhausted, so why does it need it? They don't understand that customizing a car can go a long way. But they don't understand the feeling of having a bad day and getting in that car that you've built and just ripping it up the road. I mean, you know, in Mexico, of course. And just enjoying something that you built. It's just rewarding. The same way that people that love sports go out to the fields and play with the ball for hours on hours, and they can enjoy their life. They enjoy the time. They have the best time of their life. That's how we feel with cars when we're driving. Something that you may see as normal, someone sees as special. Like they say, another man's trash is another man's treasure. So honestly, we don't know why we love cars. For some people, it started in their childhood, with their family, with the content they would consume, like movies, video games, and maybe even the toys that their parents would buy them. Like, for example, my parents would buy me Hot Wheels. So since I was a little kid, cars. I just see cars all the time. So I would go out on the streets, I would automatically gravitate towards cool cars because I had those cars in miniature scale. So I thought it was cool seeing them out in the streets. That's how I started getting into cars. And then obviously the video games, Need for Speed Underground, all those things. And then the Fast and Furious movies, of course, I grew up watching all that. Fast and Furious 4, Paul Walker was driving a silver 09 WRX STI, and I thought that thing was the coolest thing ever. That's where my love of cars started. But for other people, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people in high school, they get influenced very easily. And especially when you're starting to get a car in high school, you start to look into cars that, you know, maybe you're looking into a regular daily because you don't care about cars, but your friend's over here looking for a nice sports car. And then he's telling you, like, dude, look at all this that this car has that you could have for a cheap price because it's an old car. Then you realize why a cheap sports car that's fast is cheap, because most likely it's going to need parts and you have to put money into it. That's a whole nother ball game. But you're not gonna have the money most likely, because I mean, let's be honest. Our first car is always a freaking learning lesson. Let's be honest, guys. I've been there. I know you've been there. So don't even lie. Drop a comment what your first car was. Honestly, like I said, mine was an 09 WRX hatchback, manual, of course. But anyways, if you're in that situation, you don't have the money to work on a car, but you still want to do fast car things, you start working on your own car, and maybe that's how you start getting into cars. slowly and slowly you start doing little things, and one thing leads to another, and one thing leads to another, and it's a snowball effect. Next thing you know, you need a daily. But to wrap all this stuff up, I don't think that there's necessarily a specific thing as to why we love cars, but it's just a bunch of things wrapped in one. Cars just seem to hit the spot in our brain. Everybody played GTA 5 and you would come out of Los Santos Custom and you would try to have the cooler car than your boys. We all know that we were like that at one point. So us car guys, we just love cars because we never grew out of that